Please subscribe, like, share my channel. Hello viewers, in the last class I explained you confused words and I think you got some clarification regarding those words. And today I am going to give you more words, introduce more words. And please look at the board. Address and speech. Address and speech. What is the difference between address and speech? Everybody knows what address is. Address means some house address and where your whereabouts. But here it is, address means to make a speech to a person or an audience, especially formally, or oral or written speech. The speech should be written or oral. So it is always in formal style, not informal style. It should be formal style. Address means we should speak for a particular problem or for a particular incident, and we should not speak like a chatterbox. So for example, the chairman will now address the meeting. So we are here working in our college and sometimes our chairman visits our college and he addresses the entire staff. So for a particular thing or a particular incident, right? That is what address. The president addressed the nation. Here the president addressed the nation for a particular topic or particular incident or any corona effect or anything else. That is what called address. And speech is entirely different from address, a slight difference. And here the power or action of speaking, we express our thoughts through our speech. We can speak so many words. We express so many feelings. That is called speech. There are by maintaining some rules and regulations. It should be understood by the others. So the power or action of speaking. We express our thoughts through speech. And the second example is, he gave a speech on modern technology to his friends. On a particular topic, he is giving his speech. That means his entire opinion. His opinion he is giving through the speech, through a language. It is called a speech. So here is an address and the difference between speech. I think you learned. The next confused words are admittance and admission. What's that? Admittance and admission. Just look at the board carefully. What is meant by admittance? The right to enter, the act of entering a place. The right to enter, the act of entering a place. Anybody can enter. That is physically, we enter physically. That is called admittance. So here in some places, some peculiar factories or some other labs, we see the notice board, no admittance. That means no one can enter into it. So unable to gain admittance to the house or club. There are so many clubs are there, but no one can enter into the club without permission. So here admittance means we have some rights and regulations and rules and regulations we should have, but anybody can join. So next, admission. Here also admission means we have to maintain some rules. Entering, being allowed to enter a building, society or school without permission, without writing an examination, we can't admit in any way. That means if you want to join in a school, the child should follow some rules and regulations. And if you want to join in a university, we have to write an entrance examination. Later we got a seat. So then we can say, I got admission in a university. That is what admittance means, physical entrance, and admission means by following some rules and regulations, we enter into the school or college or anything else. The next one is advise and advise. What's that? Advise or advice. Both are the same meanings, but here you have to observe. Advise means verb. Advise means verb. And advice means noun. So give suggestions. Please and advise me what to do. Please and advise me what to do. You can ask your elders. Please and advise me what to do, sir. You can like this. And the doctor advised the patient, or doctor advised me to take rest. Here we are using advice as verb. Here also use advice as verb. Please and advise me what to do. And doctor advised me to take rest. And the next one is advice. Advice means noun. Seek suggestions. Please give me advice concerning what to do. Please give me advice. And financial advice. I need financial advice. I need legal advice, legal opinion or legal suggestion, that means. So advice used as verb and advice used as noun. The next word is affect and effect. Affect, effect. So we can use affect as verb. That means to have influence on somebody or something. Influence on somebody or something. That means that, for example, the tax increases have affected us all. If the government increased the tax, it affected our life. It affected on our savings. Like that, hot weather affects health. If the weather is hot, definitely our health deteriorated or reduced or decreased, something else, and our health spoiled. So affects. The weather affects health here. And the effect, here affect and effect, we can use both the noun and as verb. For example, a change produced by an action, a cause, a result, an outcome. We have to do one thing. We receive some result because of that thing. That is called effect. For example, the recent increase in burglaries has had the effect of pushing up house insurance premiums. What is that? The recent increase in burglaries. Because of burglaries, it affects the increase of house insurance premium. It results because of the burglaries. Understood what I am saying? Burglaries affects increase in the house premium and the insurance premium. And the next one is Einstein has effected great reforms as a verb. We are using here as a verb. Einstein has effected great reforms on the theory of science. So, because of Einstein's theory, the theory affected the entire science and science reforms. We got reforms in science. So, that means effect and effect. The next pair is alternate and alternative. Just look at the word alternate and alternative. What is meant by alternate? Alternate can be used as adjective or verb, and that means one after the other. What is that? Alternate, one after the other. And for example, my lecturers take classes on alternate days. Day by day, alternate days. My lecturers take classes on alternate days. And I am teaching to my students on alternate days. For example, next example is he alternated blue beads with white. Alternated. Here we used it as a verb and he used it as an adjective. And verb, he alternated blue beads with white. That means one after the other color. First blue color and then next white color. And the next one is alternative. It is also an adjective, but choice of two things or choice of many things. We can choose it. We can't miss it. For example, is there any alternative than this? Is there any alternative than this? Yes, we have. And another question is, for example, if we want to go outside to the college or to the college or university, we have vehicles like a bike or a car. But our bike, when our bike got repaired, we go university by a car, by our car or by a bus. We have an alternative transportation. We have an alternative transportation. So, and then next one is, have you got an alternative suggestions? Yes, definitely we have an alternative suggestions. There are so many solutions to the problems, right? Alternative solutions to that problem. Thank you and see you the next class with a new pair of words.